evening and welcome to Monday Night Politics Meet the Candidates, presented by the Dallas Examiner. I'm Molly Finch Belt, publisher of the Dallas Examiner. The Dallas Examiner has presented Monday Night Politics for over 12 consecutive years prior to elections. The Dallas Examiner does not endorse candidates. We seek to inform the community so that when they go to the polls, they are informed voters. All candidates who provide their email addresses on their applications when they file for office are invited to participate in Monday Night Politics. Monday Night Politics is not a debate, it's a forum designed to inform the community about the candidates' qualifications, their platform, etc. We could not present Monday Night Politics without our sponsors, who are nonprofit organizations, and they do not endorse either. In addition to Monday Night Politics, our website, www.dallasexaminer.com, has a section for voter education. Here you'll find current information about voting. Visit www.dallasexaminer.com. I would be remiss if I didn't mention two people who have worked with Monday Night Politics Meet the Candidates behind the scenes for over 12 years. The first person is Robin Jimenez, Vice President of Production and Editorial at the Dallas Examiner. The other person is Christy Thomas, Monday Night Politics Advisory Committee. We are happy tonight to have as our moderator Charles O'Neill. Charles is president of the Texas Association of African American Chambers of Commerce, and he was the first editor for the Dallas Examiner when the newspaper was founded by my father in 1986. Thank you for attending the forum tonight.
Thank you again for joining us tonight on Monday Night Politics. We've had a fairly spirited kind of forum tonight. We've been talking to candidates for Dallas County Court at Law. We've tried our best to make sure that our viewers and listeners are aware of the distinctions between kinds of courts. And tonight, our first candidate for a county court at law, county criminal court at law, is with us, and we'll ask Ms. Mays to kind of explain to us the distinction between the kinds of courts that we will be discussing. We have asked each of our candidates, in this case, Ms. Mays is here on her own. There is another an opponent, the incumbent, is not present with us tonight. So we'll go through our regular deal, 2 minutes for opening statements. We'll ask you a couple of questions and then get you a closing statement, okay? And so without further ado, Ms. Marilyn Mays is the candidate for Dallas County Criminal Court at Law, number 1.
Good evening. I'm Marilyn Mays, the people's candidate for Dallas County Criminal Court, number 1. I'm running for this seat because citizens accused need fairness and accessibility. And I feel like I'm the kind of person that can bring that. I can bring them that kind of access and accountability. Now, I've had friends that say, why in the world would you run for a misdemeanor bench? Because this is a criminal court where citizens are charged with offenses. You have 30 years of felony experience, which include murder, sex offenses, robbery, aggravated robbery, child offenses. I do family advocacy representing children. Why in the world would you run for something this small? This is not small. This is where everything starts with these misdemeanors. The maximum you can get with a Class A would be 1 year confinement with a $4,000 fine. And people think that's nothing, but that's everything. This can prevent kids from getting college scholarships. This can do all kinds of harm if these cases are enhanced to felony offenses. And so this is so important. And to me, this is where it starts. This is where everything starts. And I feel like based on all my experience that I can make a difference. And I know I can, just based on the things that I've been through, the people that I have helped. And so that is why I'm running, asking for your support. I know I can do a good job. I know the criminal justice system. I know how to use all the resources that can actually help people and get them back on track, or at least attempt to get them back on track. And so that is why I'm here today asking for your support.
We've, in talking with other candidates, we've heard comments about improved efficiency in the courtroom, using virtual courtrooms and all kinds of fairly new ways of delivering justice. But tell us how you're being elected to County Court at Law number one will improve that court.
You know, technology is magnificent, but we need to get back to basics with helping people. And you have so many homeless people, and you have so many people that get off track. There are so many different resources. I never intend to reinvent the wheel. There are so many resources down in Dallas County that can help people get back on track. I mean, different judges have different programs. I intend to send people to the program that will best meet their needs. And so, for instance, with the homeless and with the mentally ill, I've had all kinds of experience with diverting people to different processes, to different programs, which basically save their lives. And so, give you a prime example. I had one client, and she had mental health problems, and they just wanted to give her prison time. But when we diverted her to a mental health clinic, to a mental health program down in Dallas County, I ran into her 2 weeks ago, and she hugged me and thanked me for saving her life. There's all kinds of basic things you can do. You don't always have to be on the computer clicking. You just need to divert people to the program that meets their needs. And so that's what I do best. That's how I even help the clients that I have that are charged with felonies. That's how I help the child advocacy cases that I have. I know how to divert them to the program that best meets their needs, and I'm good at it. And so based on my experience, I can divert those folks. For instance, the homeless. There are all kinds of things that you can do to help them. And so many homeless people have mental health issues. And that's why we see people on the corners begging. You know, there are places they can stay, but if you can get to the roots of those mental health programs and the mental health problems they have, you can save some lives.
I mean, the diversion programs, I mean, it sounds so simple when you describe it. So why isn't it happening all the time?
Some people are slipping between the cracks. Some people know how to pretend they don't have issues, and they slip between the cracks. So they purposely, you know, they want that freedom. They want that life they're living on the streets. But if you will basically say, okay, as a condition of your release, you're going to have to go to this program and work this program, you're going to see a difference in the lives of people. If you're going to make that a condition of release, is that you get help. Like Mary is out there somewhere. I made Mary get the mental health that she needed, the mental health resources that she needed, and Mary is living a good life now.
And I have asked you this, I think, one way, and I'm going to try to come around and ask it again. What is it about what you bring to the court that will improve that court?
I bring compassion. I bring community involvement. I'm deeply rooted into this community and committed to helping people. For the past 30 years, I've made it my best effort to do everything I can to divert people to programs. I feel like as the judge of Dallas County Criminal Court number 1, I can direct people to get the services that they need. And like I say, there are so many agencies here that are willing to help people. You just need somebody to direct them and make that mandatory, and not that they can just decide whether or not they want to do it.
Well, we've asked all the candidates what their opinions are on whether we have elected or appointed judges. And I'll ask you the same thing. And also, as we progress through the thing, we've added in, what's the real value of endorsements to a judicial race?
I strongly believe that people should be elected. The people should decide who represents them. People need to look around and see who's working in their interest and elect them. Now, the courts are not a social agency, but there are so many things you can do to get people on track. And so the community needs to know that when somebody comes through the court system, they're going to get some help. Now, you talked about the appointed system, and I just believe in the elected system. But what I've seen in the Dallas County criminal courts is that when people leave their benches ahead of time, and with Dallas being Democratic and the governor is a Republican, he appoints people to fill those positions until it's election time again. And we've been so fortunate in that the people that Governor Abbott put in these positions have been excellent and have been fair.
Okay,
So
very good. 2 minutes for closing statement.
I'm asking you, as a community advocate, to elect me to Dallas County Criminal Court #1. I promise you that this is going to be in the best interest of the Dallas community. I have been an advocate for this community for all the years that I've lived here. I was born in Dallas, in Short North Dallas. I still live in the house on my birth certificate, and it'll probably still be on my death certificate. I love this community. I love all of Dallas. I am Dallas. I am a graduate of the University of Texas. I'm licensed to practice in the federal courts in the Northern District of Texas. I'm Dallas, and I just believe that I am in Dallas's best interest. I am the best person for this position at this given time. Now, I serve on South Fair Community Development Corporation as a board of directors. We build affordable housing in this Dallas community. I serve on my Bertrand Neighborhood Association. We take care of our neighborhood, our neighbors, and that's just who I am. I serve on I'm a life member of the Dallas NAACP, and for years I've assisted people all over the state of Texas with when their civil rights have been violated, when people have attempted to steal their land or have discriminated against them. For years I've been an active member of this Dallas NAACP. I've been a precinct chair and active with the Dallas Democratic Party for over 25 years. And I've served on committees in the Democratic Party, just been active precinct chair, election judge. I'm just a community person. That's what I do. I wouldn't know how to do anything else. And I truly believe you cannot represent a community. You cannot judge a community if you don't know the community. So this is Marilyn Mays. I'm asking you to elect me as the next judge at Dallas County Criminal Court #1.
Thank you so much. Marilyn Mays, candidate for Dallas County Criminal Court at Law #1. Thank you so much. Next up will be Dallas County Criminal Court at Law #10. Thank you, Marilyn.